So, another week's been, and more shenanigans have been happening on MasterChef. This week, they had a street food challenge, and the favs won. So I'm going to recreate the Korean fried chicken wings with gochujang dressing. Alright, I'm going to start with marinating the chicken. Now I've already mixed up the marinade in a bowl. I've just got some fish sauce, some lemon juice, some bird's eye chili, and some garlic in there. I'm just going to plop the wings in. And I'm also going to put these chicken legs in. Now I've got 4 here, as you can see, but my son is not very good with the chili stuff, so I'm going to leave 2 behind and just put 2 in there. We'll give these a mix up. Okay, once you've got it all mixed in there, we're going to set that in the fridge and let it marinate. Come back and stir it about once every 20-30 minutes there. Just make sure you give it a little toss through. Make sure everything's nice and marinated by when it comes time to cook it. Okay, in this jar, I've got some daikon, some carrots, and some mango that I've just julienned up. And this is going to be the pickled vegetables that I want to make. So we'll head to the stove and we'll make up the pickling liquid. Okay, just in the pot, I've got some rice wine vinegar and some sugar and ginger. I'm just going to let this simmer away here for about 5 minutes, and then we'll pour it over the vegetables. Alright, once your liquid's simmered away there for a few minutes, let's bring it over. I'm going to pour it straight over the vegetables. Once you've poured your pickling liquid that was simmering on the stove, just fill it up with some warm water so the vegetables are covered. Then we'll seal up the jar and we'll let that sit in the fridge. And that'll also just get better with age. For the gochujang sauce, I've just got the oil over a medium heat. Now I'm going to add my gochujang paste. And we're just going to cook this for 1 or 2 minutes and stir it while it cooks out for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, after you cook your gochujang out for a couple of minutes, I'm going to add some gochugaru and some brown sugar. I'm just going to stir that in till the sugar's dissolved, and then we'll add some stock. Alright, once the sugar's dissolved, I'm just going to add some chicken stock and some vinegar. So I'll add that, we'll mix this in, and we'll bring it up to a boil, and we'll let it simmer for a few minutes. I also forgot to add the lemon juice in with the stock and the rice wine vinegar. So now we're going to bring it up to a boil, and then reduce it to a simmer, and then let it go for 20 minutes. This has been bubbling away for about 20 minutes. I just gave it a taste. I'm going to add a few more things. I'm going to add a little bit more lemon juice. I'm going to add some fish sauce. I'm also going to add another teaspoon of brown sugar and about a half a teaspoon of salt. Now I'm just going to mix this in, get it all dissolved, and then we'll give it another taste and we'll adjust as we need. I'm ready to bread my chicken here. So in this bowl, or this dish I should say, I got some rice flour, got some cornflour, gochugaru, and salt in here. And I've just mixed it all in. And now we're just going to get your chicken wings, flick a bit of the marinade off, and we put them in there. And we just make sure everything's coated really well. Alright, once you got it all coated in the flour, just stick it on there. And we're going to let that sit for 5 minutes before we fry it. As you can see, my oil is about 182 right now. We want to fry these about 170, 175. So once I put the chicken wings in, the temp will drop, so that should be just fine. I'm going to do these in batches. So I'm going to be doing 3 wings at a time. Just give it a couple of seconds and don't dump them all at once, and that'll stop you if the oil bubbling up all over the place. Okay. Now we're just going to let these go until they're cooked. As you can see, after we put the chicken wings in, the temperature's dropped down right at 170, 171, which is where we need it for frying. Okay, once your chickens reach your desired temperature, just want to take them out, put them on some paper towel, and then we're going to sit these into an oven preheated to 100 degrees Celsius. Once you've got all your wings fried up, nice and crispy, you're going to get your sauce, and you're going to dip them straight in there. And I burnt my fingers. And you're going to dip your wings in there. And you're going to get them out, let them drip off a little bit. And then they're ready to enjoy. Okay, as you can see, got some sticky wings here. That's why I've got my little bib happening here. And I just took some of the pickle out of the jar and put them in this bowl here. But this is the star. Let's dig in. I have a favourite restaurant in Vienna called Nagoya, and they also do Korean-style fried chicken wings. But I think I don't need to go there anymore. This is absolutely amazing. There's a lot of spice in there, but the spice isn't overwhelming. It's just a nice little hum that you get with it. The chicken is cooked absolutely full off the bone. It's just absolutely unctuous. I understand fully why this week this dish won.